Judo and Aikido are both martial arts that originated in Japan and share some similarities in terms of throws and joint locks. However, they have distinct differences in their techniques, principles, and training methods. Judo, which means gentle way, was developed as a modern martial art in the late 19th century. It focuses on grappling techniques and throws to overcome an opponent. Judo's primary objective is to take down an opponent and immobilize them with pins or submissions. Throws in Judo often involve using an opponent's momentum and balance against them, utilizing techniques such as hip throws, for example ogoshi, shoulder throws, for example syoinage, and leg sweeps, for example osotogari. Judo practitioners also learn various joint locks, but they are not as emphasized as in Aikido. Aikido, on the other hand, was developed in the early 20th century by Morihei Ueshiba. It emphasizes blending with an opponent's energy and redirecting their attacks rather than meeting force with force. Aikido techniques generally focus on joint locks, throws, and immobilizations to neutralize an opponent. Joint locks in Aikido are used to control an opponent's movement by applying pressure to their joints, typically with the intention of causing pain or submitting them. Common joint locks in Aikido include wrist locks, for example kotegaeshi, elbow locks, for example hijiate, and shoulder locks, for example udegarami. While both Judo and Aikido incorporate throws and joint locks, the emphasis and application of these techniques differ. Judo places more emphasis on throws and pins, with joint locks being secondary. Aikido, on the other hand, focuses more on joint locks and blending techniques, using throws as a means to redirect an opponent's energy. Additionally, Aikido techniques often involve circular movements and fluidity, whereas Judo techniques tend to be more direct and explosive. It's also important to note that the training methodologies and philosophies of Judo and Aikido differ. Judo is a competitive sport with matches governed by specific rules, whereas Aikido is primarily practiced as a non-competitive martial art focused on self-defense and personal development. Ultimately, the choice between Judo and Aikido depends on your personal preferences and goals. Judo may be more suitable if you're interested in competitive grappling and takedowns, while Aikido may be a better fit if you're looking for self-defense techniques, emphasizing joint locks and blending with an opponent's energy.